when I'm thinking about us before we got lost and we parted. Back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, but this time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I am finally going ahead and knocking out this mud room, and y'all know I have been procrastinating because I do not do well with DIY projects. I'm always just super critical of myself, and it's just too much stress. But I did start the video off with inputting some clips, pictures that I had in my phone of what this area typically looks like. It's just a dump. Just, you dump your stuff and you keep going. We also have a counter where we dump all of our things. But I have really been craving change, but I am definitely on a budget. So this is the area I felt like I could kind of make a difference in while not having to really spend anything. And I love the results. Like, it looks 10 out of 10. But I am just going ahead and starting by wiping this area down with a microfiber cloth with just a few drops of Dawn and some hot water. And then I'm going to go over it with a dry cloth just to make sure that it is dried. And I will also, I'll tell you that whenever we get to that point. But if this is your first time here, hey, hello, my name is Shanika. Mostly on my channel, I do a lot of cleaning content, realistic cleaning, simplifying your cleaning. I'm working on implementing some lifestyle, motherhood, and business as well. I normally don't, do DIY projects just because that's just not my thing. Like, it's never the vision that's the problem, but bringing that vision to life, and it ends up being a little bit more stressful for me than fun. So I try to stay away from it, but I did want to take on this project, and I felt like, I had something to prove. I was just itching for a change, and I needed to kind of step outside of the box, outside of my comfort zone, and do something a bit different. So now I'm just going to try taping off the area, which I ended up not even needing the tape because you'll see later on, this area is originally like a very bright white, and I wanted to keep it that way. But I ended up grabbing the wrong can of paint out of the storage closet, and it was the same color as the walls in our house. So I ended up leaving the borders white and just painting inside of the little nook and leaving the white borders to kind of separate the wall and the little hutch. But I was just like, okay, this project is already starting off bad because of course I would grab the wrong paints. Of course I would. But I did not want to get discouraged. I was just like, okay, you've already started painting. It's really no going back at this point. So you're just going to have to trust the process and just figure it out. And it did end up working out in the end. So yeah, super proud of me.
I just hope you've been through worse. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the lightning, don't wanna pick a fight with. Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you hurt me if I'm in the dark?
off, I am going to go ahead and remove these hooks because I'm going to be spray painting them gold. They, were originally silver, and I should have just used the, hand screwdriver, because this drill, it just wouldn't catch the screws like I needed it to, and it was a mess. I was really struggling, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna show the process, the good, the bad, the ugly, all that. So I left the clips in, but I was just like, oh my goodness, you are definitely an amateur. But yeah, so I'm just going to be removing these hooks and getting them out up to the garage so I can spray paint the hooks. And then the screws, what I did was just spray painted the top flat piece that will be showing, and then I just left the rest alone. And I wanted to make sure that when I painted this plank, I took it very easy and went around the holes, so I didn't want to paint over the holes and end up closing them up. A little bit of paint did get in there and I paid the price for it, but yeah, so I think overall I did pretty decent.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me, oh. Now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake, now you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side, I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me, in my bed 5 to 12, wish I could sleep. Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side, I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me,
So this project took me originally around 3 days, just because I did just a little bit each day, and I was completely okay with that because I was just getting over a cold. Like all last week I was just under the weather, and coming into a new week I definitely felt the pressure of trying to play catch up and knocking some things out. So what I'm doing is just going over the area with a roller as much as I possibly can, and then I'm using the paintbrush to get in the nooks and crannies as much as possible. So if you can see that the wood, like, it's not like a flat surface like a wall, it has a lot of grooves in it, and that proved to be very difficult because there were a lot of gaps. So I ended up having to do like 2 or 3 coats and taking the paintbrush and going and covering the gaps. Like once the paint dried a little bit, I had to go back, cover the gaps, let it dry a little bit more, go back over, cover the gaps, because I wanted to make it look, I didn't want it to be exactly perfect, because I did want to still kind of give it that rustic, maybe used woody appearance of some sort. But I also wanted you to be able to tell like it was freshly painted. I did put some time and effort into this. So yeah, it ended up taking me like 2 or 3 coats to kind of get to a point where I was like, okay, it's good, I did a good job. And yeah, that's that. So we're gonna go ahead and knock this area out really quickly before moving along.
I think that you needed others' opinions to know how you're feeling, to know if you're losing or winning. left behind or within it. If you're sinking or swimming, existing or living, nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't. But we could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want. But we could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want.
Ride for a real one, yeah. Slide on a real one. On my mama and God, you the real thing. Can't even cap to me, know you feel something. Yeah, you wanted a million and you show it. What you want, is it really that important? You've been on my mind and I really can't ignore it. Little baby, you a 10. When I'm in it, I got you going, oh. I can't even help it. I don't think I want to. Know that I've been on you. Ooh, oh. Tell me that you want it. Little baby, you a 10. Can I run it back again? Laid up, we paid up and faded on top of it. Ain't really used to this, I ain't ever has. From the bare minimum, we doing lavish. I was down bad, really acting like.
And this is the last day I'm working on putting everything back into its place. I will say I probably spent around $50 on updating this area. The paint was an old can of paint that we already had, so I didn't have to pay anything for that. I did have to buy some new rollers. Everything else, we still had all of the supplies. I ended up having to buy the few decorations that I'm gonna put in this area, which I got from the dollar store and Amazon. And then I shopped my home as well. So yeah, I only ended up spending around $50 to be able to update this area. And I wanted to mention, I know I didn't show it in the painting clips, but I did paint inside the cubbies just a little bit. I started running out of steam, so I painted it enough for it to, look good, but where people wouldn't be able to tell. But the entire cubbies all the way around are not painted. And this is me once again struggling with the hooks. They're spray painted gold. I love that. I feel like it definitely wakes this area up and just adds something a little bit different to it. I definitely feel fulfilled after taking on this project. Like, okay, I can sit back, I can chill for a little bit. But yeah, sometimes we just get real antsy and like we're tired of looking at the same things. And the real project I wanted to do was the living room. But I was like, okay, I want new pillow covers. I want new curtains in here. I want another art piece. I really have been thinking about selling my tables and lamps and stuff that's in there. So it's a lot for that area. So I was like, okay, what's another area that I can do? And I love the outcome, you guys. Taking on this project has definitely boosted my confidence so much more. I love it. I hope you guys love it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And also let me know what kind of content do you enjoy coming most from my page. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and I'll see you guys next time.